You've likely seen the signs. Customers are being told they have to pay with exact change.
It's because of a coin shortage currently facing the country, and as KSL consumer investigator Matt Gephardt found, it could have long-lasting impacts on all of us. Right, Matt?
Yeah, Deanie, Dave, it was 2 weeks ago that we first reported on the coin shortage that's plaguing our country. Well, tonight we follow up to show how it can be more than just a hassle for people who like these things. It could have us all paying more every time we shop. It has been 2 weeks since our investigation into the causes of the coin shortage, and the issue appears to be worsening. You can now add Utah state agencies to the list asking for exact change, and Kroger stores are now telling customers that the cents they are owed will have to either go on their loyalty card for the next time they shop, or they can round up and donate to charity. Soon, this lack of pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters could have us all paying a few extra pennies, nickels, dimes, and quarters. You see, every time you swipe your card, the merchant has to pay a fee to the credit card company. And with it getting harder and harder to pay with cash, it has left more folks turning to plastic.
The coins are just not in the right place right now.
Ted Rossman works for Bankrate.com, which conducted a survey. This time last year, cash accounted for about half of all purchases under $10. But now, credit card usage is way up, 70% higher at grocery stores since last December.
If all of a sudden everybody starts using credit cards, do we run the risk of consumer products becoming more expensive?
Interesting. I mean, it is potential because, typically credit cards are going to charge 2 or 3% in interchange fees to the merchant. That's one of the big ways they make money. Merchants hate these fees.
Rossman says only time will tell how much these added credit card fees will get passed down to consumers with increased prices on the stuff that we buy. What does seem clear is that it's not likely to go back down after the pandemic, with consumers now in the habit of using cards.
The pandemic is accelerating some of these trends we've seen for a while.
Yeah, we've got some new numbers on the cause of the coin shortage. A lot of people thought it might be because the mint got shut down because of COVID-19. And while that is true, that was merely a fraction of the problem. The real problem has to do with people doing what I do, where I just kind of take that loose change, throw it in a jar, and don't recirculate it in, especially now that I'm in the habit of using credit cards for almost all purchases. So we talk to banks. They say if you got a jar like this sitting around, bring it down. You can get some money that you might actually spend out of the whole process, and you'll stimulate the economy in the process. Back to you.